Okay, we're in the quarterfinals now, and we're carrying on watching Pegasus. But on this side, it is Aces the Rapple, who actually got a bye in the first round because he's one of the higher seeds going into this one. He's going to start off playing the Japanese. He's playing Tsukiyomi, and straight away getting his nice shrine up on this gold mine. And on this top left side, we have Pegasus. Had a pretty good series up against Zucolo just a minute ago, and he's back for more, playing against the Hades. So deciding Hades is going to be a good option against Japanese. Doesn't know which Japanese god Rapple's going to pick. So whether or not he's right that Hades has a good matchup into Tsukiyomi or not. And we also have one of the nice Japanese maps here, which the corners do have these spotted deers in. So it does have spotted deers this side, spotted deers for Rapple. Looks like he knows this too. Sent his shrine right out here, right early on. So sent a second one early doors down to this bottom side. And then would also have them this side if that's what he wants to go for. There's also a nice gold mine there. So these town centers look like they don't really secure much. But actually, with how many trees there are, how many kind of cliffs, you can wall up pretty nicely and play a nice defensive game. Whether or not that's what these guys are going to decide to do, I assume this is what Hades will do. He definitely enjoys the more defensive style. Going for the Vaults of Erebus rush, as we call it, with the 4 villagers on the temple, given that 15 favor in. Should have 200 wood as soon as he gets that 15 favor, if he's absolutely on it, which he normally is, or these top players normally are. Finding a decent amount of goats. Maybe we'll get some relic action as well. Nose of the Sphinx, extra building HP, 15%. Pelt of Argus, extra line of sight. I like the line of sight relics. Maybe they're not everyone's favorite, but I think line of sight's good. This one is the 2 golden lions, so very good for early aggression if you want to go for that one, or even just a couple of scouts. Then Ivorn Lu is your Axeman Hippaspis, so your counter infantry units are a little bit stronger, and that makes your samurai stronger. So Rapple should probably be getting this one, because samurai are no joke anyway, and especially because the other ones, the other ones like the Axeman, they don't have much base damage, whereas Samurai have huge base damage. So I think this is one you're going to really want to be picking up. So we have the Kitsune having a waddle through, or a little run through. Pegasus going for, yeah, the pretty standard build. After you get the Vaults of Erebus, it's everything on food so that you don't get such a bad advance time. I wonder whether these players are going to go for second town centers, if that's going to be their jam or not. The Rapple can choose to go for second town centers if he wants to. He can also go in for that kind of early aggression. With this really early Miko, though, he's prioritizing favor over anything else. So he can't get a really fast uptime just because you're spending the extra wood on the shrine. You're also delaying your villager by, I think it's 12 seconds, whatever it is. It's not the end of the world, but does make a difference if you're going for the fast kind of build to get a town center up. But it looks like I'm wrong, and they're going for a town center anyway. I'm wrong half the time. But Inari Okami is coming in, and Tsukiyomi takes only 45 seconds to get up to the next stage. So actually a late advance time with him doesn't really matter. You can still get a good town center. So I take it all back. Over on Pegasus' side, he has 7 on gold, 5 on wood. Interesting to see. No, that's the wrong side. He has 4 on wood, 2 on gold. So not going for a very fast second town center on his own, because he wants some food-based units by the look of it. So we'll see what he decides to go for. I think that looks like a cheeky wall going up this side. Definitely rate the cheeky walls. And is Rapple going for another town center? No, he's actually getting a stable out. Doesn't really have the food to spam out stable units, though. So interesting to see what that decision's for. Or it's just a just-in-case stable, as we like to call it. Villagers coming out onto this spotted deer. Has 2 packs of the defensive spotted deer, actually. And also the Jorogumo just checking there was no second town center, but unfortunately does get caught out by the Ajax. And decides to turn around and fight that one. Whether or not he was definitely going to lose that fight, and it's like, well, you might as well just get the damage done because he'll chase you down anyway. Or not, but I mean, he only gets 10 HP really gone from this Ajax, so not ideal. Oh, it was the other way around. That was Jorogumo from Brapple. I wonder why he sent it to his own second town center. Interesting. So nice play from Pegasus to actually get that one out. Achilles gonna get rid of double Kitsune. That feels bad. They're very fragile units. I really like them as scouts, and it looks like Rappel did decide to send his villagers over to the second town center after he saw the Ajax, which is an interesting decision. I'm a bit confused by that. He saw that the Ajax was there. He didn't see the Minotaur, but still, he saw the Ajax because he sent his Jorogumo there. Oh well, that's unfortunate. Very very nice play from Pegasus. That's why you send these guys over there. But normally it's more of just a deterrent than actually stopping the town center. But very nice play is forcing Rappel into a one town center game. I don't think he lost too much from that, but I mean just the walking time alone is not what you want. Does have Staywood down, does have Guardhouse down, and now Rappel sending his Naginata Riders through. But Pegasus, like in the other games we've watched, walls up very nicely when he knows the raids are coming. Tsukiyomi is definitely a raiding god if you decide to go the Swampland Inari Okami kind of way, because they get the extra speed, and then you get the extra damage anyway from the extra Bushido tier, so cavalry damage there. Pegasus, what is he getting? He's getting an armory up. He has one barracks, one archery range coming in. Does have a hoplite, not queuing up loads of these guys, probably heading to Heroic Age himself, but getting enough just to deal with the Naginata Riders if they do manage to come through. And Hachiman is going to be on the way for the Rappel. Actually, just pre-queued, not quite there yet. Guess his villagers were a little bit all over the shop, so he needs to get them back to work, and then he will get that Hachiman in. And actually, Apollo is going to be the choice for the Hades. Pretty sure Aphrodite was pre-queued there and then decided against it. We mentioned that in another one, but I think Apollo's a better choice up against the Japanese. The curse just doesn't get that much value. Maybe against the Naginata Riders, the curse gets fine value, but against the samurais and stuff, they're just so expensive. You just only get 3 or 4 pigs from it, and that's not what you want. Some houses coming up, Minotaurs. Just being annoying with these Naginata Riders. Definitely what you want to do with just a couple of units. Looks like the Bushies are coming in. Just kind of seeing what's going on. I wonder what Rappel can see. Hasn't really seen the base. Has scouted the double town center. Made sure that there isn't a second town center, so he knows what he's up against. But both players wanting to head to the next stage. It's like Golden Lions, yeah, should definitely get picked up by the Bushi. Absolutely does. Brings that one back. And 63 favor in the bank for Rappel, so he can reuse his new Moon God power. I mean, he needs to use it for the time being. The score is correct. Yes. And an Underworld Passage coming through straight away. Brings his villagers forward too. Does have the fortress. Hasn't used the Zom yet. So going for the aggressive Zom. Unfortunately, Achilles is going to get caught out on that fortress. That feels bad. Okay, he's off. He's off. We're fine. But the aggressive fortress, and I don't think Rappel's really got the units to stop this one. Does have the Golden Lions out now. Catastropus does spot that one. But Hachiman on the way. Hachiman gives us the very strong hero cavalry unit, so nothing to really stop this one. Swampland can be dropped at any point he does want to, but decides against it for the time being. I guess Swampland next to the fortress isn't the best idea. You can just jump through on that one. But I expect some forward catapults to kind of come through here from Pegasus. Can even get a wall up here if he really wants to. Zom coming in, and I imagine a new moon on a sentry tower would be a good shout here, just to get your watchtowers in straight away, just to start defending this one. Unless he's saving that for something specific. It's getting his Daimyo hero out to get the Shogun. So, super value unit, but here he is. Gets his nice backpack on. And now the slow siege of the Petropolis. Just the one for now. Is deciding to get the second one in. Villagers still come through. Bit of a hand axe. Petropolis. Nice bit of micro. Just pulls it back just to make sure. Also just going to take out that house. Get the free snipes in. Second Petropolis in. And what can Rappel really do here? I mean, very, very difficult. Can send the Tengu in to get something done. Does decide to do the armory side instead. So these units are going to be very, very strong now up against the unupgraded armory units of the red player. So this is when Rappel just needs to go. I think it's a really good usage. Also getting the Swampland in. Restoration forced out. Probably does want to run through the fortress though. Don't want to stay and fight there. So it doesn't matter how high HP your units are. They're still going to get taken out. I think it takes up to 10 or 8 or something. It's an insane amount of units. So just run back into the fortress and you'll be fine. But Pegasus wants to fight it. Maybe doesn't want to lose the Petropolis, but needs to just run these back inside the fortress. Does eventually, but a little bit late. And Petropolis does go down. So Rappel is answering back nicely. Did wait for the perfect timing there. Gets all his bronze upgrades in. And that's how I've been using the new moon to get all your armory upgrades. It just feels nice. Your units just feel so premium. They feel premium anyway, but then when they have bronze armor, bronze damage, it's insane. Like Pegasus has spotted. Pegasus has spotted the Miko in the corner. Petropolis number 3 is in. A nice cheeky wall here would be nice. Just get a wall up with one of these villagers. Maybe he's risking getting them sniped by the bushy. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to go for it, but I think he's doing fine without it. He's getting a second one in as well. Unupgraded Toxotes with nothing but ballistics. At least ballistics is probably their best upgrade. Shinobis are good when you get a decent amount of them, but one at a time, they're just going to fall like flies. There we go, medium in. And Pegasus is slowly pushing Rappel down. Rappel doesn't feel like he has the units to push back. There is a castle up somewhere, castle up in the back. So is getting the Oyumi in, and the Shinobis too. A big ball of the Shinobis will really deal with this one quickly, but you need that big ball. You can't just send one in at once. It's just very similar to Huskulls. Huskulls en masse are so good, or at least just a handful. Whereas Huskulls one at a time, yeah, they just die. Oyumi should be able to take out the Petropolis. They have very similar stats. It's like Rappel's playing nicely though. He is sneaking things. So he's sneaking to the deer down the bottom. It's also sneaking the gold on that side. Whether or not Pegasus knows about that, no. He only has a scout on the one side. But town center down. Rappel just gives that one up. Just says there's nothing that I can really do. I'm just going to lose if I go and fight this one. And maybe he's right. Can get another Shogun, another Swampland or New Moon, whatever he decides to do in 3 favors time. He's obviously saving that one up for something. Another Shogun, maybe, to tank up. Maybe that's the play. Or, it's definitely going to be tough. Kind of trying to jockey around as much as he can. Is he going to shift Q on these Shinobis? How many does he have? Kind of throwing them away, unfortunately. Nice micro from Pegasus, though. But has managed to snipe one of the Petropolis. One Petropolis, but one Oyumi. Now they're kind of backing away from each other. Hypaspis are going to be the choice to deal with the Shinobis. Definitely are it, considering they got bronze armor and they're only on 27%. He's even just going after the units with these Petropolis. Petropolis number 3 coming out. Can even get a second Zom if he wants one. Probably not the best usage, but a couple more villagers praying. He could have a restoration number 2 very soon. But Pegasus is slow pushing, bringing his units back. Rappel really is trying to snipe, but... And now castle down as well. Rappel's waiting for the extend and then hit the go button with the Swampland. That's got to be the choice, but Pegasus with his Hypaspis now, it's going to be very, very difficult for those Shinobi to actually get in and do anything. Maybe now he can get some. No, they're on patrol. They are ready, and it is going to be Shogun. So Shogun number 2, 71% pierce armor, 500 HP. Heavy Hippaspis though going to come in. The Sentinel going to hide behind that one. The Shogun should be able to take down the Troublous, but yeah, all the Shinobi just really getting caught out. The Toxotes can come back through the fortress whenever he wants to. Nice play from the Hades here, and now there's not much the Rapple can really do. You can't really get to that ball. All the Shinobis go down. It doesn't have a town center, losing all his units as well. The Shogun's still alive. I mean, this guy tanks for absolute days, but Pegasus is going to win that one. I mean, it's just a really nice drop ship with the Underworld Passage, and just never overextended, and just a really well played game by the Hades. GG. And hit play. That's our last one. Okay, we're moving in. Game number 2. Rapple is now off of his Japanese god, so he is on to Odin, which I think is a very good matchup into the Japanese. And then we have Pegasus going into Tsukiyomi, she's been playing a lot of. And now we're joined in the second game by Husk Soup, wanting to do a bit of duo cast action.
Yes.
So
this is an interesting matchup. Odin versus Tsukuyomi. Rebel obviously playing his favorite god, Odin.
Yes. Yeah. So what I was going to mention is I think Odin matches up pretty well into the Japanese. I think the Valkyries. I mean, as a Norse main, like a high level Norse main, what do you think when you're playing this kind of matchup? I mean, if you've played Odin versus Tsukiyomi or Odin versus the Japanese yet?
Yeah, so the thing you have to keep in mind is that going full cavalry early on, which you will often like to do as Odin, is actually a bit risky because Tsukuyomi has the option to go for the Inari Okami, minor god, and then just use New Moon on a stable, and he'll get really good cavalry that has a 0.2 multiplier versus cavalry. So if it's full cavalry wars, Tsukuyomi is actually really sick versus Odin. So you're gonna have to do something different than you would usually like to do with Odin here.
Yeah, and then also, if you get the Kitsune upgrade too, where you have 2 of them, then you basically match the speed of the Spirited Charge too. They go up to 6.6 speed, so you don't even have that if you're Rapple with the Odin. True. But I don't know. I just think those Valkyrie are just so good. Like both the early heroes from the Pegasus, from Tsukiyomi. You don't really have one of those fast heroes. So you have the Onimusha, like the samurai hero, which is obviously probably your better bet. And then you have the Bushi hero, which shoots so slow and without ballistics. I mean, you're not really hitting that girl. So it's a little bit tough if you get them out en masse. Yeah. But then I guess if you're fighting and the Rapple gets loads of favor, then I guess at least you're getting loads of XP towards your Bushido meter. So I mean, maybe it isn't so bad.
No, I like it. I also think that when you're saying this with the Kitsune here, that's actually true that you would probably want that. Also makes the Kitsune just good for fighting. And another thing is, then you also get the Spider Lady upgrade. And that actually gives you the option to go for even just 3 of these in a big fight are really going to be able to turn the tides similar to the way that a Valkyrie will.
Yeah, true. I think the Spider Lady is sick. I think a lot of the myth units, they're quite individual. Like the Spider Lady, she's a really good single target. But then even just like if a handful of normal units just surround it, she just dies really quickly. I just really like how all the myth units feel quite unique for the Japanese, which you see Inari Okami coming through for Pegasus, also getting his Miko upgrade. Probably spotted a relic. Looks like he has spotted a relic. He spotted villagers regen 1 HP per second. Oh, nice. This is the anti-Odin relic.
Yeah. So another thing you can do with Tsukuyomi also is using New Moon on your granary or I forget what it's called. But you use it in the classical age, and then you get hand decks, husbandry, survival equipment for free. Watermill.
Yeah, the watermill. Yeah, I think
and then you combine that with this relic, it's going to be sick.
we saw Divine do that earlier, and that was nice up against the big raids. And here she is, the Jorogumo. Looks like Raffle's scout is in the right spot. Looking and actually seeing the dojo come in, so deciding to, well, at least build one of those. He's building it up with two, so whether or not he's just deciding to go for something different, or it's like he is going for that Onimusha. So yeah, wants something to deal with the early Valkyrie.
Can you tell me the shrine that Pegasus just built? What is that for in the middle of his base?
I have no idea.
There's a gold mine at least, but
I mean, he could have built it here. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, the first one was very defensive. I do like to have one of these next to the gold mine. I think it does make sense. He's getting a couple of walls up. Pegasus has been basically spot on with building the base in each of the series that I've watched so far. Like plays against these raiding gods very, very well. Jorogumo is having a look. I don't think she can snipe a raven. I know some specials do manage to get ravens, but not hers.
It's true what you're saying. Pegasus is doing a tremendous job of just walling himself in. And it's interesting because this Super Yomi god, of all the 3 Japanese gods, he's definitely the most aggressive, at least early on.
Mm-hmm.
But Pegasus is just saying, I'm against Odin. I just want that early on Onimusha out. I want to ensure my economy is safe. And then we'll see what he pulls up of his head maybe 3 minutes from now or so. Because for now, he seems content just not losing villagers.
Was the shrine back here because he was playing around forest fire?
Yeah, true. If you build it next to the forest, that would have been better in the short term, but then surely forest fire was going to come up. That's true.
Yeah. So big brain already. That's the sort of stuff where with a new Civ, I never think about stuff like that already. But obviously Pegasus, very, very strong player. Looks like Rapple is trying to get raids off a little bit. Raiding cavalry.
Very ambitious trying to get that wall up with a lone villager without protection after just having that forest burnt down.
Yeah, also units kind of out of position to make that happen. Whether or not he saw the blue speck over here, maybe.
Yeah.
Thinking that something was coming in, but yeah, I think throwing away one for free there. Don't want to be doing that one. Like Rapple's after the dojo.
I think Rebel should have forest fired the other forest in the back. And then if he sent even just 1 or 2 throwing axemen to the front as well, Pegasus couldn't get wood from anywhere any longer.
Yeah, this is something about a couple of these new Japanese maps. There's this one, and then there's another one where wood starves are a real thing. I think it's the one where you're kind of separated into 3 channels. There's like 3 things that you can wall off in your own base. That one is the wood lines are so aggressive. The wood starve, gold starve.
Or
yes, like that. That's it. And this one's key. Yeah, it's something beginning with an O. Yeah, they have such long names.
Yeah, it's just so foreign to us both. So we're learning.
She one-shots a raiding cavalry?
Does he have the upgrade, Pegasus? No,
it doesn't.
That's without an upgrade, and he actually one-shots the RC. That's insane.
Yeah, I guess it does hack damage, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't one-shot other things. What does it do? Does it do hack? Oh god, there's so much. 150 hack, I think that says. It's a lot to read.
Yeah, so it's pretty much it's just one-shots. Bit of a blunder there from Pegasus though, losing the spider lady afterwards. He didn't want to do that. Good raid here from Rebel. May be able to get a good defense.
Yeah, is going to get one caught out. Nice surround.
Yeah. Completely surrounded.
Pegasus tried to do the kind of thing where you attack with one, and then I feel like it confuses the units, and sometimes the raiders go on it, but Rapple was on it. He wasn't falling for that. The Miko.
Really good start for Rebel, I would say. He's killed 2 villagers so far, and he's putting on the pressure onto. Even just getting some damage dealt to the armory here is huge. And you see the composition he's gone for is early cavalry, and then he's adding in a lot of throwing axemen here, which is what you have to do. Because samurais or spearmen, they're all going to be able, and even cavalry, they're all going to be able to counter the raiding cavalry.
He's going to get that armory as well. I guess Pegasus was setting up the kind of long wall eventually, but
Dude, it's this map that's so hard to defend. You see Pegasus, he's trying to get these walls up and even using his buildings as barriers, but it's just so difficult.
it's like it does want that armory. So going through Hachiman. So this is getting your superhero cavalry unit, and then the archer upgrades. That's Hachiman. And then this side we've got Skadi coming in for Rappel also. So he's going heroic. Matching well. We do have the watchtower upgrade coming in. No crenellations, no like overcommit to it.
You know what you can do when you hit heroic here? If you get the signal fires, and then you use New Moon on a tower, you're gonna get a lot of value from that.
Yes,
actually.
yes. Then you get the pigeons or whatever it's called.
Pigeon carriers.
That's it. That's it.
Almost 2,000 resources worth. But you also get the same from the armory, and I would probably argue that.
Yeah, I really like the armory.
Yeah.
Especially here, you
It's
even
really
get
good.
this tech too. Ballistics. I just needs to get these copper ones in first.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. And I'm pretty sure that's what Pegasus is going for. I think it's going to be the meta play. It's just going for the buy the first 3 armory upgrades and then get 5 for free in the heroic age.
Yeah, it's like you, unless you're doing it very early classical, it just definitely makes sense. I mean, you can also then get the you can get full iron if you were to then go through the god, which gets you the free god powers, and then you can use it again, get iron. So basically, you haven't bought any armory upgrades. That'd be pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you get the line upgrades for free as well.
Yeah. A couple of shinobis coming out.
Yeah, versus Norse. I mean, I can see it. They're good versus throwing X-Men, and they're super fast. Like your Norse, what do you build against these shinobis? I'm not sure because they are anti-archers, but they're also just super fast, super mobile, and decent enough generalist units, I believe.
Yeah, the only thing about them versus Norse, they have 19 hack armor.
Oof, that's
Yeah,
not much.
it's a bit
Yeah, okay, so
rough.
throwing X-Men will definitely beat them.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they can tear through the throwing axeman during their like few seconds of crazy fire.
Yeah.
I'll have to see what that. So this is the armory going to be new mooned up, and then the throwing axeman. I mean, they're just chowing through them. Bjorn Ironside as well going down. See some Goaties even.
I mean, this was all right for Pegasus. I think he'll be quite happy with this.
Yeah, forces. Yeah, it's a pretty equal fight there. I mean, the Goaties are definitely something that the Shinobi do counter pretty hard.
Yeah,
So
and I wonder if it was the right unit of choice for Rebel. I think he should probably just go Hearses if he really needs that anti-myth unit counter.
I mean, maybe that is kind of the bait, is that the samurais are just going to chop through the hearses, so you don't really want to go for those. Nice raid, though. Nice find. It looks like Pegasus is going to keep this one alive, though, and he does have this regen from the relic, so...
I don't even think... Maybe he lost one villager there, but nothing more, so that's really good for Pegasus.
Yeah, so if this is... Yeah, that was probably the third.
Yeah.
Because they were too early. What do you think of this guy? This flying kind of Tengu jump in, do lots of damage dude. I don't think I've seen too much of him.
The best thing I like about him is the price. It's wood and favor. And often that's very easy to find. So like that, it's like, yeah, if you find it hard getting resources, and I think it's just really nice. You can spam out 5 of these sometimes.
What does his upgrade do? Let's have a... Oh, of course, I'm going to have to click on it. Oh my god, it does everything. Jump attack rate. You get more armor when you jump in, and then you can jump further. I think he jumps pretty far anyway.
He's a bit clunky the way he lands. Like, it takes half a second for him to sort of
I also feel like the jump doesn't do damage, really. I mean, I know that he has a damage boost afterwards. I know that's like the whole thing, but it feels like that big land should do something. But it just feels a bit weird. It looks like Pegasus is building these guys. We'll see what he can do against this kind of army. Raffles decided to go for a TC.
And I think it's exactly why. The reason he's building it is exactly because of its price. You see Pegasus right now, he is over on the right side trying to get gold, but he's completely food starved. He's finding some food over on the right side too now, but it's just he's struggling trying to get all the food and gold that he needs. So, just being able to get these guys out. And also knowing that Rebel probably don't want to invest too much into heroes because they're expensive and easily countered by the Japanese army.
Raffle is coming in though. He does have numbers-wise a lot more, but pretty equal. Kappas,
Frost
the Kappa's
available.
being dropped down. Yeah, you can frost, and he's going to frost to not get the commoners. Also, looks like the Kappas should be able to do something. There is a lot of samurais still in though, so pretty nice counter to that frost. Just having your army split up, some houses
And look
coming
at the
in.
Shogun.
Yeah, look at him go. Not been touched. Actually carving up the myth units. So Pegasus played around that frost very nicely.
Yeah.
To be
Wait,
honest.
what happened? What? The frost was used on what? I don't even get it.
So the frost was here because he wanted to leave the villagers to start getting attacked because there was nowhere for them to garrison in. But then there was loads of samurais here. Whether they were hidden from Raffle's view or whether, I guess
A lot of them was just spawned, from attacking the frost giant. I think Rebel made a mistake not deleting him, to be quite honest.
from your boy.
Yeah. I think that's got to be the counter to Shogun. Is first, the best option is just not have myth units nearby the Shogun. The next best option is to delete the myth units if they're caught by the Shogun.
Yeah, just say it. That's it. I mean, look at this guy. 29 damage a hit. 3.75. It's got HP. Is crazy. Obviously got those upgrades. Oh, kind of went for the upgrades a little bit soon. Only has copper shields. And they did use New Moon on it, so a little bit keen.
It's not the worst versus Norse, so...
Yeah, so or maybe he just said, I don't want to spend any money on the shield, so I'm just happy with the copper. That's also fine.
Yeah. That was really sick from Pegasus. Actually came out on top right there. And Rebel, he's got 2 town centers, though, so I don't even think Pegasus knows about this.
No, I don't think so either. Oh,
So
he
he's
does.
down 13 bills, unaware.
He does it. He does know.
Okay. But look at it. He's actually aiming for Mythic Age, I think. And he's already previewed Watatsumi.
Yeah. Oh, it has an extra T in it. I've been saying Watatsumi. So this is the Shinigami's and the big tornado.
Yeah, the big tornado. And what else does it do? Is it the smoke bomb for the Shinobi?
Yes, yeah. Seaside Infiltrators, yeah. It's the Shinobi upgrade. There's have a couple of those guys.
He'll get the Revenants as well.
Villagers coming in to deal with the portable rams, which is nice. But I think throwing out is going to just go into town.
Yeah.
Like, Raffle is kind of catching out this Mythic Age.
Yeah, really sick from Rebel actually going for the attack here. He's sitting on 2 town centers versus 1, and he's deciding to attack. That's a ballsy call.
Yeah, but definitely the right call. Castle down, gold mine exposed. The other gold mines on this, only on this right side. This left side one is nowhere near. So a bit of a gold sub. Obviously can't move these 6 villagers over, but it's going to be rough. He needs to get some absolutely massive value from this tornado.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough because the moment Pegasus hits Mythic Age, Rebel is gonna try to divide his army into at least 2, just so he doesn't get the full value out of it.
I think I also saw someone say that the start of this, start of the tornado with the dragon does more damage or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then when the dragon goes, it doesn't do as much.
Let's see.
It's like slow tick.
It's such a big area, though.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive. Even these guys that thought they got away, they didn't. Yeah. So I mean, he's got it's got a bit of respite, but villager-wise, it's looking rough for Pegasus here.
Oh yeah, that was a good. I think that was about as good as a tornado thing he could have hoped for. But yeah, being down half villagers at this stage is not a good thing.
The portable ram raid. We don't see it
Yeah,
often, but
the watermill raid. Huge 25 wood bonus there.
but he's done his job. He's seen that something's happening here. And the Shinigami, apparently the Shinigami, you get 3 of these guys. So when he dies, he's back. And then when he dies again, he's back again.
Yeah, you need the upgrade for the 3rd time around, but yeah.
Ah, I baited people when I made the overview video and I didn't have the upgrade. I didn't realize you get 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, you just get 2. And obviously you can't say something wrong on the internet. Otherwise, someone's going to call you out.
Yeah, you'll hear for it.
Yeah. And here we go. little Huskar raid coming in. Rappel nicely securing this next gold mine, knowing that this is one that could probably be snuck, whatever the right word is, by Pegasus.
I think both works.
And that is going to be Pegasus down. So Rappel ties it up 1-1 with honestly just a nice timing, just sniffing out the mythic. Because yeah, like you said, he was the 2 TC player, knowing that he's up against 1 TC. Technically doesn't really need to do much, but found that window.
I think if Pegasus had maybe built like 3 archery ranges, guardhouses in front of the castle, got a few archer heroes out, maybe he could have defended it a little bit better, but even then, I'm not sure. Because it is just a big investment going to that Mythic Age, and yeah, just kudos to Rabble for attacking there. It's very few players, I think, who would be able to sniff that out, but he did it.
Yeah, that's a high-level play. Okay, game number 3, and I actually got rid of Pegasus. Here we go. So it's the Japanese mirror. As we suspected, it's going to be Amaterasu for both. Amaterasu, obviously the strongest, or at least so far, of what people have come up with in the Japanese mirror. I mean, it's the Bushido, it's the gold, it's is there anything else? It's the solar shield with the annoying little weasels. What else do you think it is, Soup?
It's all the infantry upgrades. So if you're playing non-Amaterasu Japanese versus Amaterasu, then it feels like you're always on a timer, because as the game drags on, you know that Amaterasu gets closer and closer to having units that simply has no counter.
Yeah, I think the samurais are ridiculously strong. And then, yeah, with that HP regen that they get. Nice little.
Yeah, and it's
little
also the
thingy.
fact that you spam them, and it's always a good investment because it's gonna give you that Bushido XP, and it's like the best scaling unit in the game, anyways, right? So you're not sacrificing anything by doing it.
Mm-hmm. So let's have a look at some shrine placement. See what's happening. We have the gold ticking up, the home food, and then same for Pegasus on this side. Looks like he's done a kind of funky one again. He's putting the gold mine here rather than putting it on his chickens.
Yeah, that's true. Because he could definitely do that, but that's just gotta be a mistake. I don't think you can excuse your way out of this one.
No, the last one was the forest fire, but then he's done the same thing again. So maybe the forest fire was just a coincidence. I don't know.
This one it's 4 chickens, so realistically speaking, we're talking about an ever so small amount of favor, and you can also produce 200 extra food on those 4 chicken.
Yeah,
But
that's it. It's the extras, I think. And the Miko is going to come have a look. So this is the map step. Does it always spawn an aggressive gold mine, a forward gold mine? Because I swear the games that I've watched today, they've all been forward gold mines for both players, and I don't remember that being a thing every time. But do you know if that's a thing?
true. Now that you say it, I played on this map. It was aggressive gold mine, so yeah, you may just be right.
Yeah, because I think this is the 3rd one that we've seen today, and they've all been that. Whether that was, well, I don't know, I've just never really paid attention to it or what, but it is going to change kind of what, I mean, probably not going to change what actually goes on, because we're going to see weasels a piece, and you're going to drop your tree down.
Well, there is actually a difference. Pegasus got 1 extra villager over Rebel, so generally speaking, if you have 1 extra villager over your opponent, that means that you're going to get around 60 additional resources more than your opponent. So insofar as there's any form of dynamic in the mirror right now, It's that Pegasus has got a small advantage over Rebel, and it's up to Rebel to sort of try to find an advantage with the faster advance here.
So in comes the dojo, and dojo coming up on this side. They basically got mirrored bases. So
Yeah.
Kitsune is sniffing that out just in case. That is just the Goshinboku tree coming down. You can drop that down whenever you really want to, as long as it's before the thing dies.
I think it's a really good idea to just do it as soon as you advance, because I find myself often forgetting to do it.
Yeah.
And then using it after losing that first weasel.
Yeah, and then just if you only have one weasel, he just keeps coming back. So you definitely want to use that one. So we have Solar Shield weasel coming in, but Rappel reacts instantly. So not much value from that one. We're going to see the same.
I think it's just idling the villagers and yeah, honestly just that. I think it's such a big part of it. Really nice micro hit from Pegasus taking down. Wait, Rebel miscast.
Yeah, I think he put it on the Kitsune by mistake. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the Kitsune hitbox is bigger than it looks, but it is going to come back. So it's not the end of the world. Obviously, it is annoying because he would be full HP. You could put some more pressure on, but Onimusha's already in to deal with that one.
And it's also it's just 15 seconds of invulnerability plus you heal it back to full. So it's the idle time that really adds up, is what I've found. So getting a kill on a villager sometimes is going to happen if you're lucky, but you don't calculate around it. You don't hope. You can hope you get a villager kill, but you can never expect it. But what you can expect, what you can pretty much guarantee, is that you can get some idle time on villagers.
Just seeing again some nice defensive play. I think this one, not sure about that one. It does have a little cheeky wall around that backside too. And then this is a nice shrine.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be that good. Probably 0.05.
Oh, actually, I mean,
favor.
you could have chucked it in there, I get, but then you might get attacked. I don't know. Yeah, there's not that many trees here. Even just worth putting it on the back, even. But there is an extra Miko coming out, unless that was just the one that was gathering. Yeah, it looks like Pegasus does have the third Miko. So maybe wanting to go into more myth units.
It's also when you get that Kagura, is that what the tag is called? You
yes.
They only take 9 seconds to train. So it's a rather small investment in the classical age to just add 1 or 2 extra.
Oof.
But look at this. The rating is coming in. And he's forcing the idle time on the food villagers, now on the gold miners. During the solar shield here. Well, some idle time.
Yeah, and then you got the Miko has to heal everything up as well. Looks like we've got the same the other side.
You know, the thing you have to worry over is these Onimusha are getting a lot of XP, even through the solar shield.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I didn't really think of that. Unfortunately, this one's going to get caught out, but I think it's just raid until it dies, and this green thing will work its way back, and it's going to eventually.
It's respecting the walls. I like that.
it can't just float through, even as an ethereal being. It's got It's even got its own path finding.
It's not a parkour ethereal being.
Parkour, yeah.
Wait, it's stuck. It's stuck. It can't get in.
It was, but then I guess it can't go through the wall.
I guess, even through the gate.
Pegasus is walled up completely.
Well, it's in. So.
Then it can parkour and it just kind of goes in. What does this say? Queues up 2 spirits at a time. Others are lost.
And the interesting thing about Gushinboku is if you get a second of those, you can queue up 4 at once. So 2 in one tree, 2 in another tree.
When one thing dies, does it go in both trees? Or does it not work like that?
No. That would be OP.
I think it's OP anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
I think
Urosh, what he says, his big theory with Japan right now is he wants Asura, and he wants to spam those Gushinboku trees, and then he just wants 8 of these in queue consistently.
I think that's a solid bet. Is that the fire one? Is that what the Azura is? The
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
the one that like lets out its own fireball.
yeah. They look so strong. Slightly vulnerable, 1,000 HP, but not a lot of armor. So in the super
It's
late
this
game, they can
guy.
be a bit vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah, so good.
But they deal so much damage, and it's AoE. So, you know, a ball of samurais like we're seeing here, and Asura would make very quick work of that.
It's like text in. Oh, actually, what relics were there? So we've got infantry deal some divine damage, and infantry have more hack armor. So Pegasus got the relic, bundle
That's
right
huge in the
there.
Amaterasu mirror,
Yeah.
because I'm wondering, are you even building anything other than samurais here?
Yeah, I mean, so what is it? It's 3 extra armor, and then the divine damage doesn't pop up. What is it? 0.3 divine damage over 3 seconds. So what? So, over 3 seconds. It's just 0.3 total, or 0.3 each second. I think it's just 0.3 total. Because
That's
one,
gotta be
yeah, because one
each second,
total.
right? I don't know.
Oh, so it's 0.1 per second for 3 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's not that much, is it?
No.
Especially on a samurai, which is such a costly unit. I guess if you have like spearmen or something, it's a lot, but not on the samurai.
Yeah, but not something like this. No, we see it on like the Egyptian spearmen and things where if you could get loads, you get loads of divine damage, it's good, or the slingers or whatever. But yeah, something that has you're not getting many of them. I don't think it's that big a deal.
No.
But I mean, any little thing that helps in the mirror.
Yeah, 100%.
Samurai's getting some
Can we
free hats.
can we check the XP Bushido where we're at here?
Oh, so it looks
they
like
both-
Bushido tier 2 for Pegasus, and then just ticked over to tier 3 for Rappel. So he has heavy units.
Yeah, that's so huge. Like, Pegasus cannot take a fight currently.
No. Looks like he is trying to go through Raijin, though. He wants those drums, and pre-queued from the Rappel also. So once the but
honestly,
actually he's not close. He's got way
honestly,
more
that
units.
region it's for the mask upgrade for the infantry. Plus 15% HP and 10% life steal. That's
Yeah.
what they're after. Also the Raging. I think the Raju,
Yeah.
the Lightning Wolf is gonna
He's
be
strong.
huge
Yeah, it's
here.
going to be absolutely huge catch out here with that Raiju super. The CC was a little bit early. Actually
yeah.
misses out on one of those drum beats, which isn't ideal. But I mean, they just kind of heal up though. But Rappel is going to run away. So just the extra CC there. I mean, Rappel had way more units, but CC is huge. And then Raiju, look at him go.
Also the Raju. Oh my god, yeah.
It does have that solar shield on the Onimusha. Does make sense. I mean, that's the one you want to take out the Raiju, but Pegasus backs up. And Rappel isn't quite going up yet, because, I mean, well, he just had way more units. And they will eventually all heal
he just
up.
canceled a few samurais here, so I think... Oh my god, he doesn't have an armory. Because he's got the resources now.
Oh, yeah, no, he doesn't. But that's the
make
same
that
thing that
mistake
you're
all the
saying about
time.
the tree. Yeah, same. It just happens constantly. Well, not constantly, but, you know, every few games, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
I wanna
get in
talk
that
about-
flow
I
state.
wanna-
No, go.
You know this Gushin Boku tree? If you're in the heroic age, I think a really nice play to make is delete your beavers and say, all right, or weasels. Thank you, weasels. You've done a good job. I'm going to delete you now. I've got better friends, and it's to raid you. And then you always have 2 of these in queue there.
Yeah, true. Because if you then get weasels sat in the queue, and then your OP myth units just die off, that would feel bad. Yeah, because I did kind of wonder why you can cancel it, but yeah, it just makes sense, doesn't it? That you just be like, nope.
Yeah, they're just gone forever. And the thing is, these weasels have 300 HP. They're going to die near instantly in a fight. So they're going
Yeah.
to take up that space from the Reiju.
They're only strong in like early classical. Then they're not the one basically. They're very good early, but then they just die off.
Yeah.
In one of the fun kind of early access games, I just went full weasels, and it wasn't good.
No, I believe you. Especially compared to these lightning wolves. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, look, 700 compared to 360. I mean, they have more. They have CC. They have double the damage. It's just
It's so
everything.
crazy.
They're faster. They have more armor. It's everything basically. The poor weasel.
You see, interesting little. It's a mirror matchup here, but we see Pegasus with 3 lightning wolves, and we see Rebel with all the samurai numbers. But I think in a big direct confrontation, I would actually give the. I think these 3 lightning wolves should do such a good job.
Yeah, you also don't really want to build these guys either. You don't really want to overbuild the heroes because then they're just going to get countered by just the samurais with their extra bonus damage. So you got to be on top of that micro.
And the thing with these Onimusha is they have 0 multiplier versus infantry. So
Yeah,
unless you micro them really, really well, they're not actually going to be dealing that much damage.
No. I think Raffle's doing it nicely here, where he's just separated them. He's just saying, like, I just want to go after the myth units, and then the rest of the army is going to be sat together. Whereas Pegasus just hasn't built any heroes. He's gone that. My samurai can deal with that. The Raiju can deal with everything else. It's fine.
Yeah, I kind of like what Pegasus is doing, to be quite honest. I think it's going to be rough for Rebel trying to get those heroes on top of the Raiju.
I mean,
see here, it's looking like Rebel wants to fight here. He's got the what's that myth god power called?
Oh, he has the drums. He has the Thunderburst.
Oh yeah, the Thunderburst. He wants to fight with the Thunderburst here, and he's actually caught out those wolves.
Oof, absolutely brutal. And then yeah, all just the CC, and then the extra. It looks like Champion Samurai is also in for Rappel. He's hit an absolutely huge timing, whereas it's only heavy for Pegasus, and he's got so many more numbers. There are Raijus in though, but the Onimusha was straight on that one. Needs to get massive value from this Raiju, but I think Rappel again. He just hits this timing. It's the same as the last one. He's like absolutely on it with these timing attacks. As soon as he was about to hit champion, he's like, "This is it. This is the time to go." Didn't even have his upgrade in either. He just wanted to go. What a guy!
You know what the takeaway is here?
Go for it.
So Pegasus went heroic age first, while Rebel was building more samurais before going heroic, and that meant that the XP trigger was faster for Rebel for a longer period of time. And unless you get a lot of value from that Thunderburst, it does seem like, at least according to this game, it does seem like just building more samurais before going heroic seems like the better play.
Yeah, because the Bushido meters are actually gone now, but I think think Pegasus wasn't close. He was like halfway to it. So even if that that fight, I mean, he was basically never going to get it. So yeah, so maybe, I mean, I guess he wanted more of the Raijus out. He wanted more of the myth units, but yeah, it's just that XP. Well played to Rappel.